I would like to share some family stories. Before I start, the place I'm talking about stood east of Spring Lake Park, halfway up the hill. The land was my grandfather and grandmother Albert and Elizabeth Rutjes. Before that was my great-grandpa's Gerhard Rutjes, and before him a family man, his wife, and boy. The boy was about 3. Well, the house was an old dance hall. This was 1880s. The boy would ride around the floor on his bike, a lot of room, had a time. Well, it was winter, December 31st, New Year's Eve. The couple was having a house party that night. They ate dinner. The boy was tired. The mother put him to bed on their bed. He was under the covers when the guests arrived. The husband, unaware, told the guests to throw their coats on the bed. They did. At the end of the night, after the guests had left, the couple was getting ready for bed and found their son dead, suffocated from the weight of the coats. Well, after their son was laid to rest, the couple were in bed and they could hear the sound of their son riding his bike around the floor. The mother had so much guilt built up inside her, she too took her life. He moved out, and soon after my family moved in. Up on Rutjes Hill in North Mankato, across from Spring Lake Park, there were an older couple who raised pigs. They had gone away for the winter. They had caretakers feeding the pigs. Well, they didn't do such a good job. The kids used to walk past the pig farm to go to school every day. This little girl would walk by and she felt bad for the pigs. So one night, after her family was done eating, she took leftover dinner to feed the pigs. She went inside the pig pen and started feeding the pigs. She ran out of food and turned around. It was drizzling. She fell. The pigs, still hungry, started biting her. Her scream caught the attention of a woman in the area. She ran over, got inside the pen. She got the girl out safe, but turned to get out herself and fell in the mud. The pigs attacked her and they found her the next day eaten to the bone. They would say that when it would rain you could see the pool of blood and the heart-wrenching screams of the woman eaten alive by the pigs. Another story of the house on Rutjes Hill. Well, this story was told by my mother long ago. She was the oldest girl of 14 kids. As a teen, one night when my grandpa and grandma were going out, my mother was babysitting 2 of the kids. She was doing dishes, and it was about 9 p.m. The family police dog started barking, hollering. She was trying to get him to shut up, but he kept barking, and getting closer to the house. Mom took the kids upstairs and went inside my grandparents' bedroom, where they seemed safer. She put my uncle in the closet for safety. The dog's barks got louder and louder for half an hour. Later my grandparents came home, and they found the kids upstairs. My mom told my grandparents what had happened. My grandpa looked for their dog and found him in the basement sniffing around, but there was no one there. There were a lot of unexplainable things that happened on Rutjes Hill.